Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I'm Faisal again. Came in front of you to talk about technology, especially artificial intelligence and machine learning. So last episode, we talked about the benefits of machine learning, artificial intelligence, and how we can automate, optimize, and everything. Today, I'm going to talk about the misuse or unethical behavior of the artificial intelligence if we're not careful. So basically, we need to be very transparent, very ethical on using the data to manipulate or to automate some of our technology. So, and if we don't use it properly, we could be inadvertently or intentionally misuse the data to some sector's advantage, which is not the right thing to do. So let me give you some examples. So when we apply for loan, there's hundreds and thousands of people applying for a loan for any reasons, mortgage and whatnot, to a bank, and the bank use artificial intelligence to process some of the loan applications. So if by chance or intentionally we put the gender and the age as a deciding factor of the loan approval, then that is extremely unethical. So we cannot use or discriminate the loan approval by age or gender. And that's number one. Number two is, when we apply for a job, sometimes, there's a lot of automated job processing, application processing, if you will. And again, we cannot discriminate any particular person or applicant by their name, gender, age, and whatnot. So again, it's very easy to implement that age-specific or gender-specific or name-specific discrimination. However, we need to be very careful. We need to be, protesting against all this sort of discrimination, and that can be done using the artificial intelligence, and we need to be very careful, as I've been saying. Number three is sometimes we capture people's buying behaviors. Let's say I go to a Target, I go to Walmart, I buy something, right? I pick up my medication. Everything is recorded into the store's database, and they can utilize this data to their advantage. What I mean by that, let's say I pick up a particular medication that kind of tells me or tells the audience, actually, audience in this case is the store management, that, I've been suffering from some kind of a disease that, took me to this particular pharmacy and pick up certain medication. So we cannot disclose that kind of information to the public. However, it's very open to the store that, I went in there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and picked up a medication, which kind of tells the management of that particular store or the pharmacy what kind of diagnosis I've been going through. So that is very private, but people can take advantage of that kind of piece of data and utilize it in a bad way. There is another thing, there's a term called deep fake. Deep fake is basically, I'm doing this episode, and instead of putting my face into it, it could be some celebrity, Obama could be talking and faking my voice, my face. And that is very easy these days to do using artificial intelligence. So we need to be very careful. We need to make sure that doesn't happen ever. But unfortunately, it's happening. And there's another related example, which is very dangerous, is that you can literally mimic the voice through artificial intelligence. So let's say, my daughter calls me that, hey, Dad, I'm having some issue. Can you please send me some money? Can you please send me something that I left home? Please meet me here, and I'm going to pick it up in front of the school. And if some intruder or some bad guy somehow captured that particular voice, they can use that voice. They can use my daughter's voice to mimic and then and fake it and call me and say that, hey, Dad, I need money. Can you please send money? Let's say my daughter is in college, and she needed some money for her tuition and or buying textbook and whatnot. If a bad guy get a hold of that particular voice, they can mimic that and then call me pretending that that bad person is my daughter, and they can ask for money, and then they can easily steal your money. So these are the really very critical things that's happening. Sometimes there was a comedy show where we see that some TV show was faking people's basically voice, people's faces, and we see, like in Saturday Night Live, like President Obama is being faked, but these are for the comedy style. But these are kind of real. You can misuse those. You can turn on the TV and see some celebrity is reading or broadcasting a news, but apparently that person may not be the right person, or they were faking it, and it looks very real. So the technology is so powerful, like ChatGPT or any kinds of artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's a plethora of data that we house to give the knowledge back to the world, but that knowledge has to be properly utilized. If it's misused, then it's going to be a disaster. The last thing that I want to talk about is that this year is an election year, so a lot of election campaign is using our data to kind of educate us or manipulate us to go from one sentiment to the other. So for instance, like Facebook data, they capture all this data, and then they can manipulate and misuse that data to sway our thinking process. Meaning, if we are Democrat, I could be changing my mind by looking at the campaign data and manipulate us to be a Republican and vice versa. So again, these are some of the things that's happening every day, and we need to be standing up against all this misuse of data and make a wonderful world, and using the power of the artificial intelligence, not exploiting in a bad way. And thank you again. I'm going to come back next time with some more tidbits on how we can utilize our technology the best possible way. Thank you so much.